Hello everyone, here's a quick video to help you get into the week 2 Desmos activity, dealing and learning with the distributive property. So here I am at the first slide, number 1 of 19, and we're going to be practicing the distributive property, distributing, factoring in reverse, going both ways. And you definitely want to have this down. I'm going to do a couple quick examples and show you how you can check your work as you go through this. So moving on to the slide. It starts off by asking you to look at a couple different tables, right? Here's 3 times x plus 2. Well, that's great. And then here's 3x plus 6. These are just distributed with each other. And what you need to notice is that they actually form the same line. If I turn it off, there's the blue one. If I turn it on, it overlays right on top of the blue one. The red and blue are the same because 3 in parentheses times x plus 2 is the same as 3x plus 6. So what you have is a good way to distribute, to check your work and see if the graphs are the same. It's a good way to know if you distributed correctly. All right, so that's what they want you to kind of answer in there. And now we can look at some things here. So use the distributive property to write an equivalent expression in row 2. They give you one expression, so if I distribute 2 times x minus 2 times 1 would be 2, I can see that it's the same graph. One is right on top of the other. So I'm feeling pretty good about my work. That's how we can check. So you're just going to go through slide by slide. You're going to practice distributing, working, especially paying attention to your negative numbers. And there we go. What if I did this one wrong? What if I said this was plus 10? Well, then you can see I got 2 different lines, and so I did not get 2 equivalent expressions. I can go back, check my work, and oh, I see it needs to be minus 10. There we go. Now I'm feeling better about my work. So use the graph. If it's the same line, you distributed correctly. If it's different lines, you made a mistake. Keep going on. Practice distributing. And I want to do one other quick example of going in reverse. This time I have negative 3x minus 9. I can use the distributive property in reverse to say, okay, well, negative 3 and minus 9, they both have 3 in common. So let me factor out a negative 3. And once I divide that out, I'm left with x. And minus 9 divided by 3 leaves plus 3. Look at that. I went the distributive property in reverse. And they're the same thing. This is equal to that. So you're going to distribute into the parentheses, and then you're going to factor out of the parentheses, and you're going to go all the way through, all the way to number 19, and practice as well as you can, just getting used to the distributive property. Hopefully this is helpful as you start the Desmos activity.